Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Let me tell you something. We about to go stupid. 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 This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she rock Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
Lord, they blood out like he Putin. Nigga thugged out like he Putin. Ain't a coop, nigga can't scoop me. I hear the hate loud, call it rootin'. Dodo bird, a real extra bitch. Speeding around in a dumb whip. Push start, banana split. Dior bag, hold an extra clip. Cuff a rap nigga, extra drip. Then stack with him, extra flips. Floor the water, real loony bitch. Purse Gucci, no Dooney bitch. Pussy talk, no rumor-ish. On the whole head like a tumor sick. Shots fired, I don't miss. I'm the definition of a real bitch.
We be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she rock Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid. I'm in a two-seat on my cup till no hangovers on me. I'm gonna try buy your new phone with we in the Range Rover, no heat. Take out Mac, can't wait next year. Roll that out, I'ma cover my ear. I'm too high, so don't come near. If it ain't on me right here. Got a house pride, got pills on my drive like damn. We're broke way too long, main reason all love be spinning. Took it out last year, now I'm back up. Both on your main, now she stuck. I don't do favors and don't trust luck. I'm pulling up if it's by the bug. This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she rock Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
What do you do for a living?
I am a luxury companion.
A what, honey?
A luxury companion.
Here we go!
Basically, it's kind of like a sugar baby.
So men pay you to spend time with them?
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
We're back.
Sorry.
I get paid to go on vacations, go to work events, go to dinner, hang out and stuff.
Do you have sex with them?
Some of them.
Fuck off! Seriously.
How many baby fathers do you got? Answer me that.
Your boyfriend Tyrone just went to prison for the 10th time. Your link card is late in the mail and your OnlyFans payout isn't due for another week. So you do what any strong, independent woman would do and hop on that dating site your friend told you about and look for a rich simp to hold you down. You immediately grab one of your crotch gremlins off the floor and press them in front of the camera for a photo, captioning it, "My kids come first." Then you write about how independent you are and how you need a man that's at least 6'7", ripped, drives a Hellcat and lives in a mansion big enough for all 6 of your kids. Confident that this should work, you aren't surprised when you get a match. He's shorter in person than you expected. But he says he's an aspiring rapper on SoundCloud and his Mustang is in the shop, so he has potential. So you let him come in the house and you both get high on the air mattress before he cracks you, only to knock you up and never call you back, leaving you wondering how your flawless plan could have failed. Well, you see, single mums fail to realize they hold as much value as a 2008 BMW, carrying nothing but a busted body and a jailbird's unwanted offspring. They become nothing but a fleshlight to even the lowest of vagrants, because wifing a single mum is like paying new car prices for a Dodge Journey with 300,000 miles on it. So next time a single mum tries to use you as a babysitter, swipe left.
Swipe left. Salute squad and welcome back to class for the final period. Sunday fun day. Let's get right to it, guys. Keep in mind, We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We gonna cater to the truth. We gonna cater to common sense, and we is not gonna complicate that, guys. So we got a good one today, guys. This is why men need to start calling the law on abusive black women, y'all. Absolutely right, guys. You got to. You got to protect yourself because these women been getting away. The rabbit got the gun now, guys. The rabbit has got the gun. And I blame this picture right here. We're going to get to it. I blame this photo right here. This photo right here hanging in the majority of their grandma crib. Hanging right there in the kitchen. You know what I mean? You see it, guys? Look at it. Read it. If you're late, I hit you with the roller. If you're drunk, I hit you with the bigger roller. And if you got lipstick on you, she gonna shoot you. She gonna shoot you, boy. Now, none of those are reasons for a woman to put their hands on you or for a woman to inflict physical harm on a man. None of those, late, drunk, or lipstick. But these women and society has conditioned these women to believe that they could put their hands on a man. So what I need right now, what I would like to have right now, is for all my sisters with sense to please separate yourself from those women that claim to have abusive men, right? Those women, you know, because we always gonna have a female with the, he's a narcissist. Oh, men are abusers. You know what I mean? You're gonna always have those. And those women right there, they lying. I'm gonna tell you right now. They are crab leg lying. Now I don't condone abusive relationships. And I'm not saying that there are not some abusive relationships. But even in those relationships, some of those men, majority of those men are not abusers. Those are what I call hit backers. So, man, sisters with sense, separate yourself from the women who don't have abusive men. They have men that hit back. All right? See, they don't tell us their part. They tell us the reaction. They don't tell us what caused the reaction. And obviously, if they've been conditioned to believe this painting that been on the wall of so many women right there in the kitchen, if they believe this, then they ain't got no damn abuser. They ain't got no narcissist. They got a nigga that hit back, plain and simple. All right, now let's get on with the show. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Driving me crazy. Let's go on with the show. How y'all doing tonight, man? We got Zone in the building. We got BT. Salute to BT. Co-production of the content tonight. We ready. We ready. We gonna be good tonight, guys. We gonna be good. We gonna be adults about this. We gonna learn how to keep our hands to ourselves. We gonna learn how not to go flying off the handle. And for the most part, we gonna learn how to control our emotions. You know what I mean, them goddamn emotions, right? They'll do it to you every single time. So we gonna have a good old time tonight, and we gonna be grown-ups about tonight, right? We shouldn't need to bring that raid out anymore, right? I'm not an abuser. I'm just calling out one.
Daddy, I can't go. I need the tablet. So I get the tablet through to him. When I get the tablet through to him, the damn this thing comes flying through. As you can see right here. Yeah. Luckily it didn't bust the damn window out. And it didn't do too much of damage.
So she threw that through the door while you're trying to give your son the tablet?
Yeah.
Where was your
On August 19, 2023, authorities responded to a domestic violence call from a concerning neighbor.
female that got in, pulled another female into the vehicle with a child?
And it's crazy. You know what they're gonna say, right? You know what the sheep and the bald head roaches is gonna say, right? They gonna skip past her behavior. They're gonna skip past the fact that she acting a whole fool out here in front of the child. And they gonna go to, they shouldn't be acting like that in front of the child. They. Who is they, ma'am? Call it down the middle. Call it like you see it. Call a spade a spade. Ain't no they. It be the mother acting a fool out here in front of the kids, but they only want to react and respond when the dad do something, when the dad defend himself. Y'all see the viral short that we got? It's at 1 million views, bro. And you got to see the comments. You got to see the comments. The mother alienating the father, got the kid hemmed up by the throat damn near, and women still trying to talk about the father is wrong. The father, oh, they are wrong. They. Yo, the father is trying to get his kid. Should he just go the opposite direction? Should he just be able to let y'all form that narrative of they don't want their kids? Because if you damned if you do, by in y'all book, if you stay there and record you, then we acting feminine and we acting just as worse as the moms. But if we leave, just leave, then you're gonna say we a deadbeat and we don't want our kid. Like, come on now. Cause y'all working with the devil, y'all cannot try to drag us to be working with the man, which we don't want to work with the devil. We don't want to be confused. That's some confusing shit right there. How you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, am I bugging? Cause you see how they be trying to get you. They be trying to twist you up into some foolishness.
You got anything? You okay? She said it's the ex-husband. He's upstairs. What all did you see? Well,
Say word, yo. Karen holding down, homie. Karen holding down the brother. So Karen done teamed up with the bro to snitch on Keisha. And they be trying to get us to hate these people. You saw it, right? You saw it. We ain't even start the show, and we already got somebody in here trying to race agitate. And as we can see, what we can see, according to what we see, not what they tell us, not what they tell us, you know what I mean? Not what they trying to tell us. What we see, this is wrong. This is wrong. You know what I mean? Unapologetic. You are unapologetically stupid. That's what you are. You know what I mean? And that's bad. Because there's some things you're supposed to care about as a man. As a man, sir. Goddamn. Salute to Karen, yo. Thanks, Karen, for holding the brother down. Because the black woman would have ended up lying on him, and it'd be her word over his. You know what I mean? Thank you, Karen.
there's a lot of screaming. Yeah. And I don't know whether the mother fell. I don't know what happened. But there was a baby. And I was like, screaming. Okay. And I thought for sure somebody was going to see him. It was scary. But she left here. She finally left here. She's pushing the kids. It was like, she was pushing the kids. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, she had the one. She was trying to get him in the car. Yeah. So were the kids over here last night with him? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. They don't live together. No. Okay. She does bring the children periodically. Okay. But I don't know. They were here last night. Okay. I can't say they were. Okay. So she's just taking her children home? Yeah. That's what it sounded like, but they must have got into it. There was just a lot of noise. Is that car usually damaged? No. Whose car is that? Wait, this one, is it damaged? Yeah. Is that yours? The black one? Mm-hmm. It's his. Oh, where is it damaged? Right in the windshield. Do you reckon?
Sprocket helps you build your dropshipping store in just 5 minutes with AI. Access high-quality
recognize the ceramic thing out there by the back of the car? Is that yours?
It's his. He had two of them over here. He had her throwing it.
She was throwing them?
She what?
She was throwing them?
She had to. I don't know if she, I don't know if she damaged the car here.
Well, there's damage to the windshield. So it was a mom and a bunch of children. She was getting her children and taking them home.
I don't know whether she was taking them home or trying to drop them off here.
Or trying to drop them off?
I really don't know, because all of a sudden I just heard all this noise in the hallway going up the stairs. And
Tell it like you saw it, Karen. She was alienating fathers. That's what she was doing. She was alienating. She was using them kids as pawns and property. Tell it like it is, Karen. Don't be scared and stop whispering. We trying to hear this shit, man. What the hell wrong with you? Cho, sneaky, creepy ass. But keep telling.
then she had a hammer. And I thought, oh God, she was walking down here towards the door. And I thought, oh God, I hope she's not going to bang on his door. But this was up by his door. He has two of them. He probably doesn't have the second one. I looked around.
2595 account, 65 tax. Give me the registered number. Alpha Lima 08 Delta Papa. It's a black Volkswagen. If you would put it in my call, please.
They're going to be the vehicle or full.
54. I think it's going to be the male half who's allegedly still in the apartment. I think the other half was a female half and children, and I think they had a 22. Hey, so I have one neighbor saying that a man and a woman was pulling another woman into a car with a baby. The girl with the baby didn't want to go. Then I have another neighbor saying that the man that lives in 1403 had two statues out front of his door. There's now one broken out by this car, and there's damage to the car. She said that a lady and 3 children came here, and she was trying to get them all back in the car, and then she saw her coming up to the house with a hammer. So she's assuming that this lady was bringing the kids over to their father and then did all this damage to this guy's car. I just got the name of the guy in the Volkswagen. I'm going to try and get him to answer the door. I'm the only one here, by the way.
Do your job, man. Do your job, yo. You get paid. You get paid good money to assess the situation and do your job, man. This is why y'all get 77 cents less than us, bro. I can't stand these female officers, bro. You by yourself, so what? Assess the situation. Do your job.
Maybe they're bowling. Well, he's probably bowling, but he never came in here. I'm not in the car, and I don't feel like babysitting right now. I'll work the fucking call.
Yo, you don't feel like doing your job, bro. This is sad, bro. You thought it was an easy go?
So I've got the name of the man. Can you do an in-house check and see if there's any female half while we're trying to get a hold of the man out of the apartment?
But how he put her, but how he hit her, though, but how he busted her in the head though. If he had my mom's and didn't change the laws of his mind and went upside her head, y'all know exactly what to do then. Y'all know exactly what to do. This is sad behavior right here. Sad laws. Our laws is crazy, bro. It's sad when you could call a law and they still act dumb. They still act dumb.
I would, but I'm out of the car. Well, you can't. If you're not out of your car, you can't do an in-house check. I'll do it. I'll do it in a minute. Bye. What's his name? Keen. I think it's like Kean. Okay, Police Department. Ma'am, step inside, please. Kean. Here it comes. Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look at me. Come to your eye.
What do you guys need?
Well, you know.
She said, "What happened to your eye?" What happened to your eye? And this is what happens with most men. Most men don't want to tell you that a woman went upside his face. You know, most men ain't gonna sit up there and tell you a woman went up. A woman, my eye.
Oh, we got numerous calls out here, so we know something went on. We look at your door in your car. We're not stupid.
Listen, I want to know you're okay first.
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine.
Okay, obviously that was the wife or the mother of your children.
Right.
Look up. No, look up. No, look up. I want to look at your eye. Just look up. Look up. Okay. You want to tell me how that happened?
Just some conflict. No, nothing major or anything.
Is she injured at all?
No. No, she doesn't live here.
I got that.
She doesn't live here.
Question: have you always wanted to start a faceless YouTube channel?
Absolutely, absolutely. They sitting there telling the women that men and women are equal whole time. They don't hold us accountable the same in this society, in this wicked society. You know what I mean? They do not hold us accountable. That's part of that double standard. You know what I mean? That's why we here, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here, because we care over here. We care enough to tell the truth. That's what we need. We just need the truth.
She's just
are the babies okay?
Yeah, they're fine. She's just upset that it's been like years since like we've been apart, and she's never seen anyone at my place before.
So you have a female friend here?
Yeah, I have a friend, and
listen, you're allowed to live outside of whatever, especially if your relationship has ended. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I've told her move on numerous times. But she texted me yesterday night that she was gonna drop the kids off, and somehow I did not see that text. I guess because it was like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So when she called me, I was like, "Yeah, I'll text you." Blah blah blah. I was like, "All right, I'm coming down." So I closed my room door, you know, because my
your
kids.
girl okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She didn't even come down. Like she stayed in the room or whatever. I just, you know, closed the door and I was like, well, my kids are here. I guess, you know, she's gonna meet my kids today. You know, so I was just able to catch on to the mom's body language and stuff. You know, she knew something was up. I guess. I guess that looks like.
Absolutely. They tried to set you up. Grandmama terrorist and the baby mama terrorist. Salute to Mr. Palmer. Couch gang salute. They tried to set you up for the 211, yo. Let me play that back, yo. That was some greaseball, sleazeball stuff. Yo, you got to pull your camera out, bro. You got to have this on tape. You lucky. Normally we get this on tape, my brother.
Chip has ended. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I've told her move on numerous times. But
Facts,
she
Dean.
texted me yesterday
Facts,
night. She was
Dean.
gonna drop the kids off, and somehow I did.
Dean. I don't know on how much of the stream you watched, but you are right. You are spot on, bro. And it go back to this. It go back to this picture. This picture hanging on the wall of the majority of women and their grandmother. Majority of their grandmother got this picture, and this the programming. This the conditioning. And if a man don't hit you, ma'am, is under no circumstances should you put your hand on a man. Should no circumstances should you put your hand on a man. It don't matter if he late. It don't matter if he drunk, especially if he drunk. And if he got lipstick or cheated a little bit, that still do not give you a right, ma'am, to put your hands on a man. Ma'am, there's dudes out here, right, who mother raised them like how my mother raised me. And if this is why I'm adamant about you changing the laws of your mind and not running with the stupid shit your mother raised you with, because that ain't work. All right. And I know that because if I had to listen to my mother who told me to knock the shit out of you and go get her, if every man is running off for the shit they mama taught them, whoo, man, you gonna be in trouble. And like I tell y'all all of the time, y'all run around here talking about these abusers and these narcissists. Those are not narcissists. Those are not abusers. Those are men who hit back. And under no circumstance should a man hit a woman, but there are a lot of men who have been programmed to hit you back and go get their mother, ma'am. Yeah.
Did not see that text. I guess because it was like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So when she called me, I was like, "You didn't tell me." She's like, "Yeah, I text you." Blah blah blah. I was like, "All right, I'm coming down." So I closed my room door, because my
Your girl
kids.
okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She didn't even come down. Like she stayed in the room or whatever.
And salute to you for protecting the child, for keeping the stupid foolishness away from the child. Because they hate you more than they love their kids. Best to believe they hate you. She hate you more than she love her kid. Didn't y'all baby. But it take two to make a baby. It take two to make a baby.
I just, closed the door and I was like, well, my kids are here. I guess, she's gonna meet my kids today. So I was just able to catch on to the mom's body language and stuff. She knew something was up. I guess. I guess that looks like a female car. I don't know. But
that's not your car.
No, that's my car.
Okay.
That's my friend's car right there.
Over the next one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not damaged at all.
No. She's not gonna mess with that.
Well, I'm just saying it's.
Right.
Do you think she knew that car was here?
I think she knew that car was here at my house. She's never seen that car here before. So.
How often has she been here before?
Who my
Ex.
Not often. Not okay. She just brings my kids, drop my kids off.
Okay.
A couple times they spent the night due to like some situations happening over at their place or whatever, and me just looking out or whatever. They spent the night over here a couple times, but maybe like once or twice, and nothing more than that. For her at least. But I mean,
it's all body language.
My kids came in.
Mm-hmm.
She came in, which is unusual. Normally she just bring the kids, drop the kids off. By the time I get the baby seat or whatever, she's pulling off. So today.
So you wanted to go get the baby seat, and she went on in.
No, I was right here holding the door for my kids to come in. Mm-hmm. So my kids came in, and then she came in and stayed right there. For me to close the door, and I'm like, I got it. So you don't have to take it upstairs. But me in my head, I'm already knowing she's trying to see like who's upstairs. So the baby.
If trying something new opened up a whole new world of possibilities, would you embrace?
She didn't want to give to me or whatever. So at that point, she's like, all right, he's caught on to me. Like, I'm gonna march my way upstairs. Like, I'm about to see who's here. So I'm like, listen, don't do this in front of my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna make me look like the bad person. My kids don't understand. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Her trying to go upstairs, me trying to prevent her from going upstairs. The kids are screaming to the top of their lungs, yelling. I'm telling my kids go to the car, but they're not gonna move because they don't know what's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? They don't know what's
Where
going
were the
on.
kids? On the stairway?
No, they were right here. Literally.
Okay, where was she?
No one made it. She went from being here to halfway being up the stairs.
Okay.
Holding onto the guardrail while I'm trying to hold her from going up the guardrail.
Yeah.
So I'm telling my kids go to the car. So now at this point, I have to force my kids out the door. They're not gonna understand that. Daddy's never did that before. I'm forcing my kids out.
Exactly, and it always be them. It always be them that force you up out of your nature and then play dumb. Then play dumb. It's always them. This is why I tell y'all, yo, get away from these negative bald head roaches, bro. Stay away from these negative bald head roaches, bro. Get you a sister with some sense, bro. You got to. Put some seed in a sister with some sense. Stay away from these bald head roaches. And this only come from chasing the doo-doo. You know what I mean? You got to remember, bro. That's where the doo-doo is, bro.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she won't switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Josh K, you good? You all right? You hearing things? Yeah, is that your smoke? Is that your smoke detector? Is that your smoke detector going off? Let's give a moment of silence for Josh K, cause he bothered. Cause he chased the doo doo. Josh K be chasing the doo doo. That triggered him. He thought chasing the doo doo was okay. So you still hear the church? You still hear a fire alarm? Fires? Cause that you where you saw that at? Where? Cause I know how y'all dudes. Y'all don't think. Y'all don't have a creative bone in your body. You know what I mean? You can't think for yourself. It's no critical thinking anymore. So where you saw that at? That's the new. That's the new trend to yell when because you jealous, cause you poor, you in poverty. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? You hear the chirp, you hear the smoke detector, you hear it? That's your house, bro. Change your battery, bro. If that represent poverty to you and to you dudes that need to justify your situation, that's a sad deal right there. That's a sad deal, my man. Do better, bro. Do better. That's all you could come up with? Parental alienation in your face, and that's all you could come up with? Come on, man. That's sad, yo. That's sad. But why be a troll for the rest of your life?
Out the door because they won't go to the car. I'm telling them to go to the car because if I get her back out of my place, I can close the door. So now at this point, I got my damn kids taking them out and trying to take her out. Finally got her out. Now I'm trying to get my kids out. She starts throwing damn stuff. My damn statue. I don't even know where the other one is.
Behind your car. Was your window broken before?
No, that's actually not even my car. That's my brother's car. But
Go. I want you to go walk around the car and see what's damaged on it.
I mean,
finish telling us what happened. So,
so after that happened,
so I
got her out. I got her out.
Okay.
As you can see, that kind of that bush right there. I got her out. She goes stumbling. The kids, you know, I'm like, come on, you know, trying to get my kids out. And then she comes running back in and like
Oh, I see what he was saying. He talking about homie in the video. Homie in the video. So, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. You ran out of here. You could have just said that. We waiting for you to say that. Oh, you thought that was me. You thought that was me. You thought that was the content creator. Ah, dummy. Dummy. But now I'm going to give you your credit because I was fitting to roast you. Now I'm going to pull back. I'm not going to roast you because you did hear an alarm. It just happened to be the dude that's getting alienated and not the content creator. You know what I mean? So you can't use the fact that I have a smoke detector chirping to justify the fact that I'm telling the truth. That don't disqualify this facts. Everything I said out of my mouth down to this picture right here, you know what I mean? Hold on, has been the facts, have been the truth. You feel me? So I know how you do. I know how you do. You must be one of my. You must be a skin folk. You must be. You know what I'm talking about. You must be a skin folk. Cause y'all. You know y'all some jealous and hateful ones. Because it's all right, bro. I understand that you may know me and we may have the same starting point, but bro, you got to realize you're not running as fast as I'm running, bro. And we not even in the same race. We in a whole different race. So yeah, we have the same starting point, but you got to come to grips with the fact that you ain't running as fast as I'm running, and we not even in the same fucking league, in the same lane, all right? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I done told y'all. Now let the content be the content and focus on the content and yourself. All right? It don't pay to be the class clown, bro. The class clown, he ain't get no coochie, he ain't get no money. All he do is go to the store. It don't pay to be the class clown, bro. No girls like you, bro.
I guess jumps on me or something, like her body weight or something. Like I fall on the staircase, then I got her again, bringing her back out again. Then she starts down. I had the door like halfway closed.
And we got our first super chat of the evening, and it make a whole lot of sense. Flawless Fitness says, get an attorney if you have to talk to the police. Fact, bro, it don't make no sense to trauma bond and trauma dump on the police officers. Because honestly, they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. Get you a police report right now. That's all you need. Get you a police report, put it in the report, you know what I mean? And keep your facts and go to the courts. Go to the courts, get you an attorney. You want to get full custody now. You want to get custody. She unhinged. You know what I mean? That's how that's gonna work. All that talking to the police ain't gonna help you, bro. They really, they doing too much. It's too much talking, bro. She wrong. They need to go look for her. They need to go find her. She did the crime. Why are they talking to you? They wasting time. They're letting her get away. They're letting her get away. But excellent, excellent. Flawless, you new here. Give me a second. I'm gonna hit you with a chat. I'm gonna hit you with a wrench. And I know you probably don't know any of the clips that we got, but I think it's time. I think it's time for the world famous, bro. Y'all stay away from these bald head roaches, bro.
You hit it from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why it feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
Salute to Flawless, and thank you and welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, guys. Word up.
My son was asking for the tablet or something. So while he's trying to get the damn tablet, I'm trying to close the door. But when I close the door, I realize they still have belongings in here. So I'm sticking my kids' belongings through the door. All this is happening real fast, real fast. So my son's like, yeah.
Where was your son at? Where was your son at?
Once I gave him the tablet, and like the door wasn't, it was about right here. Once he got the tablet and I'm closing the damn door,
and that's when she threw the
statue came through. I mean, it happened so fast. Like I don't know.
What happened? How did that happen to your eye?
I don't remember when it happened. To be honest, I don't remember when.
Yo, be honest. She hit you, bro. She hit you. The officer needs you to say that she hit you so that they can take her to jail, bro. And it must be bad. It must be blood because I see that they put the tent on it.
When it happened, my only thing was like, I'm telling her, don't do this in front of my kids. Like,
Yo, see, and yo, I want to give you the Russell Wilson Award. I want to give you the Russell Wilson Award because I recognize a man that's better than me. I recognize a black man, a brother that's better than me. You feel me? So I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna laugh at you or none of that. Hell no. You are a stronger man than me. Cause you crazy, boy. What? The one upside shorty had with the quickness. You done blood my eye. You done black and blood my eye. Like, nah, man. Nah, and you sitting there being wholesome. You know, you teaching your kids that it's okay. If you got any boys, you teaching your boys that it's okay to let women hit on them, sir. That's what you're doing. You're teaching your boys how not to respect you. They're gonna test you soon. You teaching your girls how to be sassy to you, sir.
anything that's
But you strong because you damned if you do, damned if you don't. In this society, right? You damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I know me and the way I talk and the way I handle things, that triggers most. Most is used to this type shit right here. Niggas got the tent on the man. They can't even show the man eye. Like, come on, bro. What did you do to the man eye, sis? Out of some jealousy and hate. It be jealousy and hate. It's over for you, man. It's over.
uh, hard down, if it's a discussion and it's hard down any type of way, like I don't want to do it in front of my kids. Like that's just me. That was one of the reasons I got from around her. Is because like you don't have any respect for our kids. Like when it comes to them seeing certain stuff, like I don't like it because me as a child, I can still remember certain things.
We're good. Mercer, we're good. Give us a second and we'll give you some 1043 to find the other half. What is your girl's name? What is the mother of your children? You don't have a choice. She did this in front of your children.
Ray Lee, how much you weigh? How much do you weigh, Ray Lee? Tell the truth, Ray Lee. How much you weighed? And that's why you want me to shut up. How much do you weigh, man? You be hitting men? You hit men, Ray Lee? Because I know you's a woman. You's a woman. You is a whole woman. You hit men, Ray Lee? Huh? You gonna get beat up soon. You know that? You gonna run into the right one, baby. Uh-huh. You know that? You gonna run into the right one real soon, Ray Lee. Why you want me to shut up? Cause I'm talking about your ways. I'm talking about your wicked ways. Keep playing, keep hitting men, and see what happened to your eye. See what's gonna happen to your eye.
children could have got hit in the head by that damn thing.
I don't know if it was before or after, honestly. Right?
Is your girl upstairs? Does she see any of this?
No, she was in my room. Where the hell is the... Oh, she broke it. Oh, she must have thrown it across the front. Yeah, it's top. All right.
So is that dent there before?
Yeah, that was already there.
All right. Sir, you need to give us your information and her information.
Nah, I can't let that one slide. I can't let that one slide. That was a good one. This, yeah. Goodbreads ain't shit, yo.
I know you don't want this happening, but she's the one who brought this to your house. She's the one who's done this in front of your children. We have a right to protect your children from her nonsense. There's no reason for her to be doing that.
Yeah, if I'm gonna press charges or anything like that,
you don't have. There's not a press charges kind of thing. It's not that. Okay, you need to give us the information.
What kind of thing is it?
It's a domestic thing. Your children were involved in it. She pulled this crap in front of your children.
Facts, yo. You see why they get away with it, guys? Because we do not call. We do not see, and he wouldn't have called the police. Remember, Karen, a white woman called the police for this man. He wouldn't have called the police, and again, they would not have been held accountable. Therefore, they'd have been thinking that what they doing is okay and law and is right and is Bible, and it's not. It goes directly against what is right, what is truthful, what is great, what is good. You feel me? Like, come on now. And even then, he just want to let it be gone because we just want our peace. Man, very simple. A man just want our peace. We don't want to sit there and be having to sign out all this fucking paperwork and none of that. So a man will let it rock. A man let it rock. We just want our peace and our kids, bro. And unfortunately, when you dealing with when you dealing with these women who's invested with the ways of this world, that's damn near impossible, bro. That's damn near impossible. You know what I mean? Now, I don't normally agree with this man, but normally I don't agree with this man. But this is one of the key shits that he said. This is one of the most realest shits Charleston White ever said. And I had to clip it.
I wasn't finna have no baby with no black woman because she wouldn't allow you to have a loving, full relationship with your son. I've seen grown men weep and cry. I'm talking about gangster bad niggas, cause man, they just can't see because she got so much control over the baby. I watch niggas give up on life, homie. I watch niggas put their head down in shame and walk away from the baby because she got too much control. It breaks a man's spirit and soul. Your son or your daughter looking at you and mama got all to say and you supposed to be daddy, then you can't be the hero. Because mama played a villain and you can't come save your child from that villain. How you gonna be that hero? I kick this goddamn door in to get my baby. Bitch, I'm gonna be a hero.
Sorry.
Well, no, I'm not asking you to be sorry, but we need to still check on the children.
The children are fine.
Okay.
The children are fine.
How do you know? You were giving him an iPad when a statue came flying.
They're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. She's a good mother. That's one thing I won't take away from her. She is a good mother. But
sir, you need
Sir, yo, she beat me to it. She beat me to it, yo. What's wrong with this man, yo? What the f is wrong with him, yo? What is wrong with him?
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, black women? What's wrong with you voting for Barack Obama? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
She can't be a good mother if she's going to do that in front of the child, bro. Say she got a good fish hole. Say that, but she's not a good mother.
You need to give us your name and you need to give us her name. We need to do a check on the children. There's no ifs or but about it. It's going to happen.
The children are fine. I'll give you my information. My name is DeAndre.
This new veneer fixes ugly teeth and is bringing back smiles.
Bro, you're gonna have to give the children information, and don't worry, don't be upset. It's her fault. They always give their children to the system. They always sacrificing their kids to the system, but then they claim they love their kid. They be the first ones to run to court and then talk about, hey, we supposed to hate the white man and we supposed to hate the white woman, and this is all because of the white man and the white woman, and they be the first ones to run the fucking court and give their kids information into the courts. Come on now. Who's stupid? Who is stupid? Like, I told y'all already, bro. Y'all got everybody. Y'all need to stop playing, bro.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
How do you spell DeAndre?
DEONDRAEMAYO.
MAYO.
Yes, ma'am. That's my first and last name.
Do you have a middle name?
Kieron. Kieron. ERON.
Date of birth.
12/20/1991.
I'm sorry,
12/20/1991.
Sagittarius baby.
Guys, we are gonna go find the suspect, right? We are gonna spend just as much time on the suspect as we're spending on the person that is the victim, right? He is the victim, guys. Y'all do know that, right? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Telephone number.
352.
Yes, sir.
286 8281.
So you do realize that things like this just get worse, correct? Do you have custody of your kids at all?
I don't have custody of my kids. I just keep proof of all of the thousands of dollars or receipts and Snapchat, email.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want?
Damn, bro, you could have got custody of your kid. Yo, pay attention. The cop about to put you on. She sound like she know that shorty not safe. She not safe for fit mom. So listen up to the cop, bro. She about to tell you something your own mama won't tell you, bro. And they want to tell you that she your enemy. The white woman your enemy. She about to put you on right now, bro, to some game.
Want to be a part of your children's life? Do you want your children?
No. I am.
So your children seeing all this is going to recreate in their life, meaning everything that you've been through, because you said yourself, there are certain things that you.
Yeah, it's sad, yo. Look. Becky now. Now we got Becky. Becky, the police officer, schooling him. But they teach you that that's your enemy, bro. That they teach you that that's your enemy, bro. Your true oppressor, your first oppressor, teach you that that's your enemy, yo. Read that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, yo. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, bro. Not all. Not all. You know how they. Not all. And not all of them are good. Not all of them are good for you either. Don't sleep. Not all white people are good for you. But just like us, we got 80% of trash black folks that people that they ain't black, they niggers. Same with them. They got 20% of white folks that ain't white. Them niggers. They white niggers. So let's stop playing, all right? But learn who your first oppressor is. That's your mama, all right? That's your hell of a mama. And I already know. It's how I deliver it. It's what I say. You don't be listening to none of them. Everybody chill around fake and phony and dusty. So I know it's how I say it. I'm mean and this and that. I get it.
Not just my delivery, it hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that your habits and the things that you have your mind set on are not going to put you in a position of forward progress. A lot of y'all and I'm speaking like this without cursing because a lot of y'all inboxed me earlier and, it really touched you in a, good way. Y'all was letting me know, the video earlier really touched you in a good way when I really started speaking on how our children get of age like we do. Some point in their life, they get to a certain age where they realize you didn't teach me anything of value. You only bought me stuff. You only purchased me material stuff and spent time with me, but the time wasn't even valuable because you didn't leave me with any nuggets to make it out here. So we watch our children repeat the same generational curses that we've repeated for decades. And a lot of y'all is sad because instead of confronting that, you deflect. You come on my page and you don't understand the responsibility of the content that you're listening to. You don't understand the weight of what this carries.
Now watch how he deflect, y'all. Watch how all Becky the police officer was gonna do was tell him exactly what Love told him. You know what I mean? That's all. Listen, let's stop with that shit your mama taught you, bro. You need to do this, this, and this. This is how you win.
Yes, sir.
286 8281.
So you do realize that things like this just get worse, correct? Do you have custody of your kids at all?
I don't have custody of my kids. I just keep proof of all of the thousands of dollars or receipts and Snapchat, email.
Let me ask you a question. Do you want to be a part of your children's life? Do you want your children?
No. I am.
So your children seeing all this is going to recreate in their life, meaning everything that you've been through, because you said yourself, there are certain things that you saw in your childhood that you don't want your kids seeing. But guess what? They just saw it.
Right.
Okay.
That'll never happen again. Like I can promise.
And I'll bet you 100% it does.
And when it does, then it's out. It's out of my hands. You know.
No, it's out of your hands now. I'm sorry to tell you this. Do you want to give us your children's names, please, so we can check on your children?
They're fine. I promise you, they're fine. I already talked with my mom.
So listen, if you don't cooperate with the investigation, that's going to be poured on you too.
No, I'm telling you, if this happened again, then you guys will get whatever.
You don't have a choice in this.
It won't happen again.
You don't have a choice in this. You need to give us her name. Talk with him. Stop making me do all the work.
It's fine. But it's fine. Like I said, it was.
You don't understand. We have an obligation to protect you and those children.
Right. I understand.
Bro, if you go in the mirror, you go in the bathroom right now and look at your eye, you'll cooperate because you bugging. You need to tell.
For every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
I mean, everyone's fine. That's what I'm telling you guys. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's not fine. You have a scratch on your face, right below your eye. You could have lost your damn eye.
I'm fine.
Attention! Stop delivering other people's food to make extra cash when you can get paid to.
Hey, he's uncooperative. He won't give us any information on the woman. He won't give us any information on the kids. He's got a mark underneath his eye. She was throwing statues that were at his door, trying to get him through the door, and apparently his brother's car has got injury that it didn't have before because she was throwing the statues. Okay. I'm just letting you know he's not being cooperative with anything.
Absolutely. I think he's scared because he never faced his first bully. He never confronted his first bully. So right now, he being passive. He suffered from that passive aggressive. He had a dominant masculine mother where he couldn't say nothing, couldn't correct her, couldn't do nothing. That's what he giving me those vibes. And you know I'm pretty accurate. He giving me those vibes right now. He don't want confrontational. He's not confrontational. That's a clear sign of a beta male. That's a beta male. Because you got to want confrontation. There's no learning. There's no victory without confrontation. So avoiding and not trying to lock up, trying to be nice and trying to be a people pleaser, that's female energy, bro. That's female nature. That's not good. That is not good.
They're either with
All right, hold on. I'm gonna call you back. What's the new damage done to your? What's the new damage done to the car? I'm gonna need to know your brother's phone number so I can call your brother. Let me take a picture.
My brother, I don't know where he is right now.
What's his name? Hold on, you're blocking my.
I don't know if you want me giving out his information.
Well, honey, he has a right to know that his car is damaged.
I'll let him know that. He'll definitely find.
So now you done got your brother's shit damaged protecting this woman, and you still protecting this woman. God bless your soul. How grandma tells you, God bless your soul, that's when you stupid. You know, when if your grandmother ever told you, God bless your soul, that means you stupid. You a dummy. That was grandma's way of saying you a whole dummy.
That
Where's the other one? Was in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, he pulled it. And that's the one she threw?
So listen, this case is going to happen irregardless of whether you're going to be willing or not. But it's also going to go to DCF, and they're also going to know whether you were willingly helping us or willingly standing in our way, just so you know. Listen, that woman came over here, scared all your neighbors who called us, throwing stuff, putting you and your children in danger. Yes, you are obstructing what we're our job. Yeah.
Apparently they're doing construction work in here.
Yeah.
They had to see more of what was going on.
So,
They drove by while they were trying.
yeah, he's being uncooperative with us. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, sir. Thank you.
It's time to start my second life, the farming life that I wished for.
We're about to go and harvest some crops. Come with us. It's a.
Let's go. It's being documented. Either which way, things are going to happen. Okay. Let's go to the car. Would you get a domestic violence brochure and give it to him because by law he has to have one?
Yep, just stand by. I got to give you some paperwork, okay?
Yep. You can write refused on all of it. I don't care. Do you want to sign the paperwork?
No, I don't want to sign the paperwork.
All right. He doesn't want to sign anything. He doesn't want to give you any further information. Hold on. Okay.
So what happened this morning?
I called him last night, basically to get the kids this morning because he normally watches them.
Oh, I was about to say, when are we gonna get to her? It's about time y'all got to her.
Over the weekend while I work.
You called him or texted him?
I texted him last night, and then I called him this morning too. So I guess he had his friend there, however. So I went into the apartment, me and the kid, we still got the door, we knocked on the door, he came down, he let us in. So I was proceeding to go upstairs with my son's, I have a baby boy as well, a 4-month-old.
That's his?
By him.
What's his
Up
name?
on top of all these others? Okay. Cruz, you said?
Cruz, Legend Mail, with a K.
Okay, just spell it.
Kruz.
Kruz.
And then Legend and Mail, same middle and last name.
They're all his?
All his.
What's Cruz's date of birth?
It'll be 4/5/2023. Oh God, there's so many date of births.
All these kids are his. And okay. I know it's a long story. Good. I'm not going to interrupt you.
All right, so you were over there, you were going upstairs, you had the baby.
My daughter had Cruz. I had Cruz's bag, Cruz and Kingston's bag. There's stuff all in one bag. And I was proceeding to go upstairs. He's like, oh no, you can't come up here. And I'm like, well, why not? You know, oh, because I have my friend in there. I'm like, okay. And I proceeded to still go up there, but he took me and slammed me on the ground. And basically, King was trying to like break it up and get him from putting his hands on me, basically. And he basically just.
Hold on, but if he told you he had a friend, If he told you he had his friend upstairs, why would you then forcibly go upstairs? Why? What is the problem? What's the problem, man? It take two to make a baby. He got his kids. He got his new girl. What's the problem?
I know it's a long story. I'm not going to interrupt you.
All right, so you were over there, you're going upstairs, you had the baby.
My daughter had Cruz. I had Cruz's bag. Cruz and Kingston's bag. It's just all in one bag. And I was proceeding to go upstairs. He's like, oh, no, you can't come up here. And I'm like, well, why not? You know, oh, because I have my friend in there. I'm like, okay. And I proceeded to still go up there. But he took me and slammed me on the ground. And basically, King was trying to, like, break it up and get him from putting his hands on me, basically. And he basically just threw us out.
Nah, you skipped over the fact that you forcibly tried to go upstairs when he told you, no, don't go upstairs. You cannot go upstairs. He got company upstairs. Why would you want to then go upstairs? Like, stop playing with me, yo. Stop skipping the story either. It's two.
The statue get broke.
I don't know if I hit it, kicked it or something, because they're outside of his apartment.
How'd the car get damaged?
Oh, I don't know.
How'd his front door get damaged?
I don't know. I didn't see that. When he told you not to go inside, why didn't you stop? No, he let us in though.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with that.
He let us in with no problem. So I didn't see because any other time I go in with no problem. So I'm like, well, what is going on? Because he knew King had a game today. He's in soccer. You know, he wanted to come back over there. He wanted to go and get him and take him to the soccer game. So I don't know.
How did he get injured under the eye?
Who?
Mr. Mayo. Baby daddy.
Oh, I don't know.
So we're going to ask you again, do you have any injury?
Yeah. Right here from when I got through. I don't know about, right here.
And he threw you in?
I don't know. I was already in, and I guess, I don't know, it happened so fast. I was going up like halfway up the steps, basically trying to put the kids and stuff, and they're right behind me, so.
You don't remember throwing a statue?
No, I didn't throw a statue.
Did the kids just?
She lying like hell, bro. The neighbors saw you, man.
Would one of the kids throw a statue?
I don't know. Everybody was so angry. The kids just couldn't believe what was going on. I don't know.
What happened out in the parking lot?
They were telling me, Mom, just, come on. I was crying and just emotional and hurt. Because I didn't understand, like, why would you do us like this? Why would you do your children like this?
She lying, yo. So why your mother was there?
Keep them on the weekends, I'm trying to work and stuff. So I don't know. And I know he's probably mad because I'm putting him on child support. So I don't know.
But why you put him on child support if he's with his kids? Hold on, ma'am. Hold up. Why is you putting him on child support if the goal is not child support? The goal is equal parenting time. And clearly, the kids was at his crib or you went to drop the kids off at his crib. So either way you put it, he has his kids. So why do you need child support again, man? Dusty. These be these dusty ass women, yo. Guys. And hold on. Where's that super chat at? Because he just said it. They just called it out. In the super chat, they just called it out. Guys, you got to be careful. Gentlemen, move on. If she put hands on you, bro. All right? So that means from deep, she already got this man manipulated. She done got this man all the way manipulated to where she could do no wrong in his eyes. He sit there and blame himself for her stupidity. When she act crazy and fly off the handle, that man liable of blaming himself because the manipulation real. Now she finna put a dude that is in his children's life on child support. That's crazy. See how they work? I tell you, they are the Black Widow spider, bro. The Black Widow spider. Go look it up. They're breeders, bro. They're not your sister, bro. They are not your sister, bro.
Do you see how the problem is I know you're taking the kids over there. And I agree with that because he's watching the kids and he let you in. I agree with that. But as soon as he said you can't go up there, you should not have gone upstairs. It kind of makes you appear to be the aggressor. However,
But I was already in.
I understand that. I agree with that. And it's exactly what he said. It's exactly what he said. How old are your babies?
I have a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 2-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
A 10-year-old? 10-year-old's female? Is she like almost as big as you?
Yeah. We also wear the same clothes, same size. So. Yeah.
Okay. I want to call your 10-year-old. I need you not to say anything on the phone. I need to talk to her, and I need her side of the story. Listen, I don't want you saying anything.
It's over. It's over. You know you let the
I'm
kids
trying
talk.
to give you the please.
You know you let the kids talk. The kid's innocent. You know you let the kids talk. The kids is going with daddy. The kids is always
Please
going to
respect
choose
me,
dad's side. Let's go.
and know that I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Because I don't particularly want to take you to jail. Okay? So I need to talk to the children, and I need to get their sides of the story. They're at grandma's house right now. Would you respect us enough to let us call the children and talk to the children and find out what happened?
You took too long. You took too long, man. It's crickets. You done popped it off in front of the kids. So I know you ain't trying to hit it with this grown folks business. Don't be putting kids in grown folks business. You put them kids in grown folks business live and direct. So what's the problem, man? What's the problem, man? Oh, look at her. Look at her face, y'all. Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh, how sweet it is.
Women are not accountable for the simple fact that it would just, it would be us women having to admit that we're ignorant, we're dumb, we're slow, and we're easy to be deceived. We're easy to be deceived and manipulated and played with. So if women was to be, oh yeah, I'm accountable for I ignored these red flags. Most women are not going to say where they messed up that they were slow, ignorant, delayed. They're not going to admit that because that's what accountability is all about. Admitting where you went wrong at, where you went wrong. And women are simply, we're just not going to do that because we're not wrong. We're always right. Men are wrong. Men know better and should be doing better.
So I need to talk to the children, and I need to get their sides of the story. They're at grandma's house right now. Would you respect us enough to let us call the children and talk to the children and find out what happened? We're going to talk to the children either which way. Okay? Our options are now we take you to jail over this nonsense at his house as you as the aggressor, or we talk to the children, get the whole story.
Mama, let me talk to you for a minute because I know you're confused.
We want to get the whole story because all we have is his story, your story, okay? And the neighbor's story, okay? And yeah, I understand you're over there for the kids and you're dropping the kids off and he let you in and then all of a sudden, well, wait a minute, you can't go upstairs. I get it, okay? However, I got a broken statue. I got damage to a car. I got damage to a door, one of your boys was yelling for an iPad, and shortly after he shoved the iPad in a bag, statue goes flying. Listen, it could have been the kids. I don't know, but I would like to get their part of the story. They're not in trouble. The kids are not in any trouble, but I need to put pieces together because I'm only getting half the story. It happened real fast for you and
Summer, you said my dad abused me and he didn't even own up to it. And to this day, still don't. Do your moms know that your dad abused you? What do your moms say about that? Do she know? Did you have this conversation with your moms? What did she say? You know what I mean? Because you definitely owe your moms that you and your moms have to have a conversation because now you need to find out what in her that she saw in your dad. Because remember, your dad is just your mom's boyfriend. You know what I mean? So don't ever get it twisted. So now you got to see what's in your moms that have her picking abusive dudes. You know what I mean? So that way you don't fall into the generational curse and go out there picking abusive dudes. All right? And normally it falls under the category of the need to be right. A lot of women suffer from the need to be right. So y'all actually pick these bad boys, you know what I mean, for that adrenaline rush. Y'all pick the bad boys for the adrenaline rush until y'all run out of adrenaline. And then y'all want to settle down. But by then, y'all beat up. You know what I mean? Remember, women don't care what dudes is doing to them. They just care what dudes is doing for them. You got to care about what they doing to you. You know what I mean? Fuck what they doing for you. Care more about what they doing to you. That's my advice to you, but I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But you need to have that conversation with your mother. Definitely, yo. Because she was supposed to keep you responsible. I mean, she was supposed to keep you protected. She was supposed to... She decided to have that baby. Remember, it's your mom body, your mom choice. So she picked the loser. That's still on her, bro. You got to go have that conversation with her. Nice try.
and him.
Yes, sir. Okay, just one moment. Hello? Hello? Hey. The coach just called me and said they're waiting to get picked up. The police is at my job questioning me. I said the police is at my job questioning me now. They want to talk to the kids. Oh, okay, because the coach calling me now and he said it's over and they waiting out.
You're going to love this free AI meeting assistant. It's recording our meeting, transcribing everything I say.
Oh, okay. Okay, she gonna be calling them probably in a little bit. They got it. They got my mama address. They had her number, and then they came up to where I work.
Yo, she just selling the whole experiment right there, police officer. She giving them the heads up. So your whole experiment, that shit ruined. That shit not gonna work now. She just giving them the heads up right now.
And they gonna, I don't know.
You're talking to him. Just get off the phone and talk to us. I think she's on the phone with him. With the baby daddy? Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello? Paris. Somebody called. Okay. You see him?
No, ma'am. Go get your daughter. Get your daughter, not your son. Get your daughter. Don't go run and get your son. Go get your daughter. She gonna tell the truth. Your daughter gonna tell the truth.
Are your children okay?
Yeah, they just got from my son's soccer game.
Okay.
You want to talk to them on here?
Who is that? Is that your daughter?
No, that's his mom. This is his mom.
Ask her if we can talk to your oldest daughter.
Miss Arlene, can we talk to Paris? The police want to talk to her.
Facts. The oldest daughter. Police know what time it is. Nah, fuck that son shit. She thought she was slick, yo. Yo, one more time. Just because you thought you was slick. You thought you was slick. You thought you was getting out of there with that one. Give it to your son. Nah, man. Yeah, and daughters love their dad. Daughters love their dad. Sons be with that fuck shit. I ain't gonna hold you. My son included. Cause I know I get some of you trigger ones. You talking about your mother, you talking about your aunt, you talking about your my people's included. Yeah. And my little man here go to war for Mrs. Goodbread. But my daughters, they telling. They'll set her up real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
The police want to talk to you, Paris. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
Hey, Miss Carrie. Hey, honey. Hey.
Sitting up there looking like a little fucking 16-year-old, trying to look as innocent as possible, like she ain't do nothing. No, damn well she did something, yo. But we seen this in the Bible. What they say in the Bible, bro? Hold on, let me get my scripture, bro, because the devil is out here today, B. The devil is out here. What they say? Proverbs 30:20. This is the way of an adulteress. She eat and wipe her mouth and say, I have done no wrong. Look at her stand there like a big old, overgrown 16-year-old big dummy. Got kids and all, bro. These people do not be adults, bro. They say it because I'm grown, because I'm such and such years old. And they look how they look. Look dumb, just as dumb as a teenager. Look at her stand there. Daughter gonna tell it all. You going to jail today.
Well, listen. You have 4 children with this man. How long have you been in a relationship with him?
We were together like 13 years.
My oldest is 10. And youngest is, okay.
Leave them alone. I wouldn't with them though. Go through the courts. That's what I'm doing now. Child support is in process. Hold on. Child support.
You hear the mother. That's all they think about, boy. That's all. That's not the end all be alls, man. That's not the end all. If that was the end all be alls to raising a balanced child, then all the celebrity kids would be great. And we know that's so far from the truth. And they got money, man. So why do y'all keep promoting this stupidity, yo? Why do y'all keep fooling yourself? Y'all running around here with the default programming, yo. Change the laws of your mind, then your results will change, bro. Goddamn, that's insanity. Keep doing the same shit, expecting different results, but you keep doing the same shit. That's crazy.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code. and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
Please, go on with your life.
Oh my God. I cannot describe what just happened to me.
Go on with his life. Don't care who he's with. That's what I've been doing.
So, I don't know quite what happened this morning. So maybe you should do like a third party drop off, if that would help you guys.
Right. We have did that before, you know.
What are you? You don't look like you come with good news. Shut the door and get in here. Is she going? Okay, we'll just tell her she's gonna have to go.
Yeah, but we're not gonna cook it in here. We'll do it when we're outside by the car.
What's the easiest way? Let's do this. What's the easiest way? One, we need to take care of the children. Okay. Can you go get the children when you get off work? Okay.
And you and
Grandma, okay?
Well, we are, but
Shut the
she's
door.
gotta go to work. I know Darlene gotta go to work.
What time does she go to work?
About 5, I think she said.
Where's Grandpa?
No, man, he's working.
Can he handle the children? I know they don't like to, but can he handle the children?
Sad shit, yo. She got run to the mama. This where they get all their information from, bro. Y'all niggas think y'all committing to one female. You damn near committing to 2 women, but you only get to sleep with one. But the mama running your relationship. That's where she get all the stupidity. And it clearly ain't work for the mama. You see where she at. Clearly ain't work for the mama, but she gonna feed that shit to her daughter, and her daughter gonna suck it all in as if that shit is Bible, if that shit is A1, 101% facts, and grade A information. Incredible.
Y'all have to take her down.
She's not going to have a choice. And
What about him?
The problem is, he says you're not going up there. Okay, she continued to go up there, and then here's the big problem: is she threw a vase.
Well, will she have a bond or no?
No,
She
it's
will
domestic.
have one after she sees the judge.
She won't see the judge today, will she?
Exactly. So that little girl of hers told the truth. Look at her face. She's sitting there like, yo, how could she? That little girl of hers must have told the truth. Like, yeah, she threw a race. Yeah, she did that. Yeah.
She might see him first thing in the morning. I don't know if they do it this afternoon.
11:30. Yeah, we don't know if they had to do it afternoon court.
I'm playing.
Mrs. Lake was arrested and taken into custody. She was charged with domestic battery given the circumstances with the kids involved. Do you guys and gals feel like DCF should have been called? Feel free to share your comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.
Absolutely, they should have been called. They should have definitely been called, guys. Now, guys, we're going to go on and wrap the show on up. But I'm going to drop the link. And if anybody got a story they want to tell, if anybody got a domestic abuse story that they ain't scared to address, you know what I mean? It could do wonders, bro. Getting it off your chest, I have you be able to move forward. So if anybody got one of them stories they want to tell, one of them unbelievable stories, because you know they sit here and they teach the women and the men that only men do abusive things and only men got hand problems. You know what I mean? But we know that is not true. We know that these women, they sat there and they listened to this painting right here. This wall got a lot of women head knocked off, bro. This painting right here got a lot of women head knocked off. So if anybody want to come on and share their story, now is the time to do so. Keep it PG, guys. If you notice, I'm trying to work on the language. You know what I mean? Keep it PG. Y'all know we got our own language over here at the Righteous Fair. So, bald head heifers, bald head roaches, you know what I mean? But we going that route instead of just deliberate and blatant. But in any event, guys, go ahead. I got the link drop. I'll be giving shout outs until then. If y'all got any questions, leave it in the chat. Just put a QQ next to your question so I know that it's a question. You know what I mean? Hit the music, guys. Let's get it. All right. Where we got? Who we got? We got my guy BT again. Salute BT. Salute to BT. We got my guy. What's going on? He said, "LOL. Cedric don't know his value. Let him be a living sacrifice." Oh my God! Must be somebody in the chat acting dumb. Tony said, "Hit me up, fam. Just blur my face." Oh yeah. You don't gotta cam up. You know what I mean? Just hit the link. Hit the link. You gotta put it in your Chrome though. You gotta put it in your Google Chrome, and just cam up in the background so I know you're human and you're not a bot and you're not about to get the stream taken down. And then when you get on, you ain't gotta cam up. You could hide yourself, bro. You know what I mean? He said, "Do rap battles and live. How about you subscribe? There's a link pinned to the top. Hit that link. Hit that link pinned to the top. That's where we do celebrity gossip, celebrity news, and we do the battles and stuff like that over there. That's the channel you might want to go to, but it's linked to the top. So hit that link pinned in the top, and you be on your way, bro. You could go watch some battles tonight, Jack. All right, nigga." Fuck wrong with people, bro? People just is crazy. That's how you talk. That's Killer. What's up, man? Yo, retarded, bro. I tell you, Sevens. What up, Sevens? Cedric. What up, Cedric? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Keep them close. Hug them, love them, kiss them. Word, bro. Hug them, love them, kiss them, hold them close, bro. Anonymous. Salute, man. We got my guy BT in the building. Hold on, BT. Let me give you your intro. BT, keep it PG, yo. Make sure you keep it PG, bro. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna keep it all the way 16. I'm gonna keep it all the way clean for you. You know, I know how to blend in. First off, before we start anything, you know, one thing we always got to do on this channel and anywhere else, man, shout out to Pookie.
Shout out to Pookie.
You know,
they love Pookie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Forget a high value man. shout out to Pookie, man. But yeah, you know, despite all this knowledge we kicked out, and before I say anything, I'm a humble man. I don't mind admitting that I'm wrong because sometimes my approach ain't the way everybody else approach stuff. I grew up differently than a lot of people, and I've experienced things that might be different than other people, right? And that's why we all here. That's why we all here to learn. Me and a gentleman in the chat had a little back and forth, and I'll be the first person to tell you, Mr. Cedric, if I came off a little strong, please forgive me. This topic is very sensitive to me because people close to me have gone to jail in prison for thinking that protecting their baby mama from charges is valiant. A close friend I grew up with is in prison right now because he thought the same way you did. Now, Cedric, I don't know you personally. You're probably a cool dude. You're probably from the same background I'm from, right? But I'm here to tell you right now, you got a mindset with a lot of holes in it. You get what I'm saying, GB? Because
I'm listening. You know, I wasn't fully...
Cedric was saying that he's willing to take the charge for his baby mamas that they beat on him. And he's willing to take...
Wait, say that again. You got to fill me in because I was running the show.
Oh,
so
yeah. And
this
isn't me getting on, said, because like I said, me and him outside of this YouTube stuff, me and him probably be cool. We probably go hoop together, we probably, kick it. But I'm gonna just explain to Mr. Cedric why his mindset is dangerous and why he shouldn't give this mindset to anybody younger than him, because going to prison is not a black man's role. Taking the charge is not a black man's job. You get what I'm saying? That's not what we're not on earth to be sacrificial lambs. God already died for us. We don't need to die for nobody, especially somebody who don't want to be with us no more. But Cedric in the chat was saying that if he was in the same situation as this dude, he would be okay with basically the baby mama calling the police on him first, even though she might have hit him first. Right?
No way.
And I'm here to tell you right now.
No way.
And now it ain't no way, Mr. Cedric, let me explain something to you, bro. You talking about you gonna try to fight this in court? That's like saying you gonna dig your way out of the Grand Canyon. Because if you honestly in your mind think that in 2024 they playing with y'all as far as this DV stuff, especially if you have a history of committing, if you're a person on probation, and like I said, this goes into what we talked about yesterday. This whole moving in with a chick, y'all want to be taken care of, y'all want to be the woman in the relationship. The reason why this is so dangerous, a lot of y'all have prior history of committing crime. Maybe you got in trouble when you was a kid. I don't know. You're basically setting yourself up for failure, because now you're under the oppression of somebody with mental health issues. A lot of these chicks have mental health issues. What goes on is they want to use your past against you, and you sit here and you talk about, and like I said, please hit the link. Me and you can have a very polite discussion about this. You have a very, very good discussion about this. You're saying that you so street, you so hood, you so tough that you're willing to take a charge for a chick who's lying on you. I can't subscribe to that, bro. I can't subscribe to that. I understand some of y'all from a certain background, you don't like dealing with the police. That's why I say you need to get the heck out of the streets. You need to get as far away from your past as possible, move towards greener pastures, because if you're telling me that a chick can lie on you and you're not willing to call the police first and tell them, hey, this woman is putting hands on me, I don't want her to get me in trouble and get me taken away from my kids, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not that street. I'm not that street. I'm from that. I don't want that. I don't want that. But go ahead,
All right.
GB.
Yo, good question. I see we got a question. My guy Polo said, I'm 21. Yo, should I not be moving out with my girl? Should I stay with my mom and shit? It's your crib. As long as it's your crib, bro. Don't go into no situation splitting half on no crib. Let it be your crib, bro. Please let it be your crib, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, Polo, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you and your mama can't get along, you need to find. Well, bro, it's cool to do it for a few months until you get your stuff together. But if you and your mama can't get along, I'd advise against that too. Staying with your mom is cool, but a lot of y'all don't have a good relationship with your mother. A lot of y'all fight with your mom like that's your baby mom. I'm not saying you do, but I'm just saying I got my first apartment at 19 years old. But then again, I was in school and stuff like that, so it's a little different. I wasn't in the workforce, I was in school. But at the same time, the reason why it's so important to get your own place, nobody has no mercy on black men. You make a mistake, people want to put you out their crib. Am I right? Am I wrong, GB? You make a mistake, people want to put you out their crib. And what I'm trying to preach to y'all, because the thing is, people don't like when I talk like this. Right now, I'm holding the men accountable. I'm holding us accountable. You cannot expect people to treat you like how people who care about you treat you. And like I said, Polo, maybe you and your mama get along. God bless. Perfect. In 90% of cases nowadays in the black community, we don't have good relationships with none of us. Our mamas, our dads, our kinfolk. It is so important to work towards having your own stuff. And I see Cedric said in the chat, that's what he was talking about. Well, guess what? I'm just saying what you said. I'm saying what you said.
It's quite simple, Polo. What is she working on, bro? Is you getting a dopamine feel good hit because you feeling like a man because you doing everything for a broke chick, bro? Is that the situation? Like, keep it real with me, bro. Is she just your access to fish hole? Because it sounds like you have value to be having mad options any old way. And my next question is, what is she working on? When you say, should you leave, are you in your mama house together? She got 2 jobs? You said she one of them 2 job chicks? So what is she working on? Like where does she live at right now? She don't have her own crib, so she got 2 jobs in her mom crib? Or do she live with you at your mom crib? Yeah. You stay, but where do she stay at on Polo? Do she stay with her moms or she stay with you and your moms? Cause that was my living situation when I was young, when I was around your age. My baby mama stayed with me and my moms.
Hmm. Everybody's situation is different, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, nowadays I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't even advise you stay with your baby mama. I mean, that's just because I mean, until she shows herself to be somebody who you can get
Oh,
along
all
with.
right, all right. So yeah, so now she should be working towards her getting her own crib since she got 2 jobs living with her moms. She should be working towards getting her own crib so that she could get that she can get that feel of how it is owning her own stuff and living that little bachelor life while you get your own thing. You work on your own thing, right? And then what y'all do is you have her fold her crib, you have her fold her crib and come on over to your crib because y'all already put in 2 years. But don't sleep. 2 years is very quick. You know what I mean? A chameleon can hide their true colors. You know what I mean? It take about 3 to 4 years before the shit to crack, before the cracks to
Yeah,
really show in the armor. You know what I mean? But
that's a good time. That's a
and
good
I'm
amount
not
of
here to
time.
discourage you too, Polo, at all. You know what I mean? Just keep vetting, keep your eyes open, bro. Keep your eyes open because she might be the one for you. You might be able to groom this lady. You know what I mean? You're the hand and she the glove. So if it's a perfect fit, don't sabotage it. Don't fuck it over. You know what I mean? But be realistic with yourself. Don't go in with potential. What you see is what you get, bro. What that girl show you is what you get. Get up out of your head what you think it should be. We all have an idea of what the perfect relation should be, right? So we'll go with a chick and we'll be like, yeah. And you know what I mean? We'll give her more potential than what she is showing us, all right? We live in reality. You know what I mean? People tell you stuff and their actions read totally different. So I don't want to discourage you, bro. You know what I mean? Love and all of that is great. We all got to come back. This is just lick your wounds and release, you know what I mean? Address the issues and then come back. Because if you stay in that wrath state, hating women or hating man, you's a done deal. We can't use you. God can't use you. And we all tools in his kitchen. So if you stay in that state of wrath, which is a 7 deadly sin, then nobody could use you. Fellowship, brotherhood, sisterhood, nobody could really use you. So, you know what I mean? Just vet, bro. Vet. And try to get in every situation with her. You want to, but it's been 2 years, right, Polo? You still here, Polo? You know what I mean? So it's been 2 years. So you should have seen her in like when she was mad, when she was anxious, when she was sad, when she was worried. Remember, it's about seeing her how she act in certain scenarios. That's what then you see and you pick, oh, I can't deal with that. You let her be who she gonna be. Don't manipulate her to who you need her to be for your feelings. This is why you must pour into you, Polo. Always be pouring into you. But Polo, I ain't gonna make this about you. You know what you're
Yo,
doing, Polo, and you had the heart to ask. So real recognize real. So you already know. I know, bro. So do what you gotta do. Just keep vetting. You know what I mean? Just keep vetting. Keep vetting, and you know what I mean. Just keep your eye open and don't sleep, bro. Don't sleep. Don't love her more than you love your purpose, and then
yeah,
she will always love you more. Go ahead,
li-
fellas. One mic. We got one mic in the building. What's up, one mic?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, fellas? Members of the chat, members of the panel. Um, yeah, Mr. Goodbread, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like a lot of people really need to hold themselves accountable. Like you said before, a person's only gonna show you or be able to hide, but for so long what they're in that pretend phase when you're first meeting someone, and you have to see where it's going in the long run. I've been with, one person that literally tried to destroy my life. And I want everybody to take, heed to what I have to say, because I'm gonna make it brief. Never move in with somebody. I don't care how dire the situation is. Always have your own shit. I was never a pookie. I relocated jobs to go ahead to be with this person, to be a family unit. Real hard, real dedicated working. I didn't quit my job. I actually relocated to find a better opportunity to actually be there and raise a family as a man of color. And that should go for every man to be honorable like that. But what you want to do is you want to stay away from people that are not who they say that they are. If you see this person, if they're on any kind of medications, if they got a history of violence, if they're on that Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde type of shit, if they got any kind of anxiety medications, don't deal with them. I found out in the long run, the hard way, of dealing with somebody who I thought was okay, but then in fact they were mentally unstable. And eventually that kind of action or whatever kind of trauma or mental abuse, it started to come out more and more. And I'm like, why is this person really attacking me like this? I didn't know where the fuck it was coming from. Seemed like everywhere I was going, it got me to the point to where I started to experience PTSD, stress at work. And then I would never really want to go home to this person because at the time we were sharing a place together. You don't want to be in a situation like that because it's bad enough you're already deemed the enemy. You know what I'm saying? The state, all of that other shit, the cops, all of that. All it takes is for them to paint that bad label on you just that one time, and you're fucked. I'm telling y'all, you're fucked. The main reason
And
why I'm out here right now talking to y'all and not in prison right now is because of the fact that I saw where it was going. A friend of mine told me, said, "Hey, look, Mike, you really need to have some kind of proof or evidence because this person is obviously a liar." So I said, damn, how is it that, like in the video, you see it, she might have been loud, violent, showing that kind of acts of aggression, really trying to put you on, really trying to kill you. This person is your enemy. You don't know what this person is capable of. And that's what they're trying to show. Because if you stay closer to God, God will protect you. He will give you signs and show you when it's time to leave. You experience that. He's trying to save you. But if you stay there, like that man in the video, you're eventually going to end up in jail. You're going to lose every fucking thing that you have. You're going to get destroyed, period.
and
Because you're
and
around this wicked ass person. He doesn't want you around there. God will do things to push you out of that position, but you got to know when to leave. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to be in there for the good run. Oh, I'm going to take that. No, that's abuse. The main reason why I'm not in prison right now is because this person tried to falsely accuse me of some shit that I never did do. But what actually saved my life was a pen recorder and a fucking belt. I had a belt with a camera built into it. And when the cops came, after that whole shit went down, I said, look, they already pulled out the cuffs. They wanted to put me in cuffs. They said, do you have anything in your pockets? And then they heard the recorder on my belt when they had searched the pockets and they heard it. They heard this person literally taking shots at me. And I'm like, yo, why are you punching me in the face? And she was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm punching you in the face. And you know what ended up happening? The cop turned around, looked at the chick and said, you know what? Cuff her. Cuff her. Here, matter of fact, here, take my cuffs. And they put her in there and they said, sir, I'm going to be honest with you. This person obviously has a mental issue. We highly advise that you stay away from them because today's your lucky day. And I said, you know what? Hey, I tried to be there, tried to so called love this person. Men need to know their value and to know when enough is enough and when that person is not compatible with you. When you stay closer to God, you'll save your life. I know a lot of people right now that are in jail wishing that they would have listened to the proper people rather than just listen to the people that want to be with the go along, get along. Like you said, with the messages, what Miss Dorsey said, it's not my fault that, your mother or your father may have not taught you the keys to success and to living and following along what they have to do, and to show you what you need to know, and to vet you, to have you vet certain things or certain situations where you might be dealing with different adversities in your life, because we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And I'm gonna be brief with that. But like you said before, you see that situation like that on the video, ladies, gentlemen, if you're dealing with an abuser, if you're dealing with a person that's fucking nuts, crazy, just leave them alone. Have your own shit. If you don't have your own shit, just leave. Period. The main thing is what you have to do. You have to get out of there, because people like that, they are for the devil. These are the spawns of Satan. You know what I'm saying? These weak-minded people are not for God. They are for the devil. They will attack you. They see the goodness that's in your heart. They will try to attack you, manipulate you, maybe even kill you if you're not lucky, or send you to the upper room, send you to jail or to prison.
Hey, I don't mean to
Protect
cut you
yourself.
off. I don't mean to
What's
cut
up,
you
bro?
off. Yeah, Goodbread. Yeah. Because what you're saying is hitting hard. No, you see, Cedric, Goodbread, if you don't mind, and Mike, I want you to help me out with this one too, because I want to show you an example of a nigga who can't be, of a dude who can't be helped. Goodbread, if you don't mind, post Cedric comment 2 comments ago, and this is an example of a dude who's gonna probably end up going to jail. And I don't even wish that on nobody. I don't even wish people call the police on each other. But let me, if you don't mind, Goodbread, go back to Cedric 2 comments ago, and I'm going to show you an example of a dude, if you don't mind, of course, of a dude who's probably going to end up going to jail. Yeah, I'm going to show you an example. Mike, please
Just
tell
keep
me.
it PG, my guys.
Oh,
Just
yeah, I'm going to keep it very
Absolutely.
PG. But I'm going to show you an example. Yeah, you see, look, read this. And this is an example of somebody who's a bad decision maker. Because I read this comment and all I could think to myself is, this dude just don't get it, and he probably just don't want to get it. And honestly, like I said before, bro, I don't have no problem with Cedric, but this mindset is dangerous to young black men, because people like this encourage y'all to go to jail for other people's stupidity.
Can I tell you
And when
something?
go ahead,
Don't be
Mike. I didn't mean to cut
surprised.
you.
Not to cut
Yeah.
you off, but don't be surprised if Cedric is not a female hiding behind one of these Google images, bro. I'm telling you, because I didn't even read nothing that they posted today, but I'm just reading the first line. I'm reading the first line, and if that's not set up like a female, bro, like one of these big back Keishas, I don't know what is, bro. But go ahead, proceed.
No, go ahead,
Like,
break this down, Mike. I cut you off. Go ahead, break this dude comment down and break it down
yeah, but
and
no,
show
no
why people
matter.
like this are going to jail.
Exactly, because when you don't do nothing and you don't call the police if you are attacked, that's your right as a man. You don't have to necessarily put hands on them, but you just got attacked. You got to cover yourself and your legacy. You don't want a fucking domestic violence case on you. You know what happens when you get a domestic violence case on you? You can't get a job. Everybody's gonna be looking at you like you some kind of fucking demon walking around just beating the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially women. And when you're dealing with the courts, the women see that shit too. They see all of that shit on your record. They want to throw you under the jail. They tried to throw me under the jail. But it just so happened I had that evidence. I said, hey, yo, this person was taking shots at me. They were just like, let me see that. Yeah, yeah, we attempted to lock him up, but it showed that he had evidence. And I took a breather, and my father told me, he said, listen, I raised you better than that. I said, I tried to be nice. He said, nah, fuck being nice. You're a man. Handle your business. Get that bitch out of your life. If I ever see her around this house, she's gone. And then my mother said, you know what? Yeah, she's gone. She put her hands on my son. She's gone. And we raised you not to put hands on people, but if somebody put their hands on you, don't beat their ass. Just call the cops. Just do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You know you're a member of society. You want to handle shit properly. You don't want this kind of shit on your record. That shit'll fuck up your whole life. I know some people right now, my G, that they can't get a job nowhere because they got that domestic violence shit on them and whatnot. They can't do
Hey
nothing
man,
at all.
and you're from New York, right?
Yep.
You're from a state that's a little bit more lax on crime. So just imagine if that's New York and if they doing that to you. I'm from down south, bro. A DV charge down south, you might go to prison. So in Baton Rouge and in New Orleans, we call that being Iron Chest Charlie. That means you trying
Iron
to be
chest
overly
charge.
Iron Chest Charlie. That's an old rap song from back in the day about a dude trying to act way too tough and ends up getting himself in trouble because instead of just being cool and staying to yourself, he wanna take bad charges for people. He want to go out and talk to the wrong people the wrong way. And like I said, man, and I seen old Deucey want to hit the link. I don't mind talking to you about how your mindset is bad, man. Your mindset is goofy, and you sitting here telling me you'll let a chick with mental health issues pin a false charge on you. You think you're gonna fight that from jail? You think you're gonna fight a DV charge from jail? Let me tell you something. The East Coast is nowhere near as hardcore as the South is legally. If you can't beat the DV charge on the East Coast, let me tell you something. In the South, you're probably going to prison. And the thing is, it makes me so angry because it's one thing if the adults think this way. Why do you think these little dudes, by the time they're 21, they got so much on their record already? Want to know why? Because we teach them at a young age to chase after women, especially women with bad attitudes, and put up with women with bad attitudes. That's not okay. Bro, we're teaching young black men to go to jail. And we're doing it with a smile on our face.
Like it's cool, and that shit ain't cool.
Yeah,
and
it's not cool.
When that shit happens, that shit'll fuck with your life forever. You won't be able to do nothing. And the thing is, too, when you see this type of shit happen, and you don't call the cops and you just let it slide like this dude in the video, guess what? You condoned it. So she's like, oh, he ain't gonna check me? And like a kid, would you tell a kid, don't touch that stove, it's hot? And the kid's gonna be like, I'm gonna touch this stove until he finally burn his fucking hand, and then he know not to do that. When she got arrested, I bet you any amount of money that she said, well, I can't keep doing this shit no more now that I got that charge on me. And guess what? When you get that charge put on that person, you don't stop. You follow through, because if you let them get away with it and they drop it, you out there, they could come back and kill your ass, man. Don't fuck around with that when these people are crazy.
Oh, keep it PG. But also, man, let me tell you something. I was in the Army. I was in combat arms, bro. Domestic violence is the #1 reason people get put out the service. Want to know what kind of domestic violence? Men getting false charges put on them, bro. Mainly because they're trying to act tough. You know, they got a chick, you know, who she's stressed out because he's at work all the time. You know, she's mad because he's traveling all the time. He ain't got no time for her, so she might get a little jealous hearted. Next thing you know, she starts a fight, but she's more aggressive than him. She might accuse him of cheating, but all he did was hang out with a female coworker. Next thing you know, she pushing him, shoving him, and he might be trying to block her from hitting him. Next thing you know, she's claiming he punched me in the face. You know, and like I said before, man, it's only in the black community where we preach this. That's a female, you better not. You a coward. Man, look. I said it once and I said it again. We raised black boys to go to jail. We raised them to not even just that. We raised them to get pumped. We raised them to think that we got to take everybody else's burdens. Why I got to take somebody else's burdens? These chicks ain't hiding. No, they're not taking your charge for you. They're not taking your charge for you, bro.
And
Or worse.
That type of unity is extinct nowadays. Everybody is with somebody that they think they could do better than. That be the biggest problem. Everybody running around here, and mainly our sisters. Our sisters don't have that. They lack that. You know, back in the days, right? 20 years ago, the sisters had this swag with them where they knew that they knew something that the guys didn't know, and they'd just smirk and laugh, but they would never be so loud and boisterous about it. And they'll make the guys think that we was better, even though they knew that better. But they don't have that anymore. And in order for us to get back to how it was at least 20 years ago, we need the women to return to that. They just have a lack of care. Like, it's like, bro, who made y'all better when we all raised by a single hell of a mother? You know what I mean? So what make your hell of a mother better than my hell of a mother? Like, we both don't have a dad. And that's what we got to go back to. Like, why we can't work as a team? Again, what make you better than me? Like, and we lost that though, but that's a beautiful thing, bro.
Or worse, you come across a person that's like, you didn't have any
Yeah, I
dealings with them.
know several sisters that didn't get their man charged for DV, but those sisters, they did the meet to meet, and they got their man another way. So we not specifically, You know what I mean? We're not specifically singling out any one thing. We were just talking about what we went over today, which was a man who was a fool. He should have locked this woman up. Because when men get women on the hook, we tend to let them go. But when a woman get a man on the hook, she go in for the kill, because that's female nature. But we sit there and teach our kids that man, focus on man. We focus on man in these spaces, right? Every time a sister hear me talking about a sister, they run and talk about, but man, vice versa, this, vice. So that let me know that we in a society where we want to teach the people everything that men do, but we don't want to teach the people what the women do. So now we have everybody out here a victim to a woman, because all on the forefront of our head is the man. Watch the man, watch the man, watch the man, watch the man. And then right under our nose, the woman is causing wreck. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And you never want to get across a person where, you know, they'll do shit. You didn't even have to put your hands on them. They'll damage themselves, you know, and cause self-inflicted wounds and scars, and then make it look like you did it because they're crazy in the fucking head. Don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
It's like how that other dude did. Oh, he stole
Killer,
my wallet.
we go live every morning at 7:30 a.m. And if sometimes we could catch a 3:30 live, we'll catch a 3:30 live, and then we right back here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's our time. That's our schedule. You know what I mean? Give or take.
So,
You know what I mean?
yo,
Sometimes I
good.
might miss the 3:30 and it might be 5:30, but we got a morning, afternoon, and a evening live all of the time, guys. You know what I mean? All of the time. It's
Yeah, good.
no breaks. The truth take no breaks.
My bad, bro.
Facts.
Cedric wanted you to drop the link, man. He got something to say. Now it's up to you. This is your show, and I would never tell you how to run your show. But Cedric apparently wants you to drop the link. I seen him posted in the chat that he wants to go live. So
But
if
I
you
dropped the link. Yeah, I've been dropping the link for Cedric the whole night. Like, and Cedric, if you having trouble, you gotta put it in your Chrome. Cedric, come on now. We finna wrap this thing on up, man. I got to get to sleep. So Cedric, come on over, and we're gonna keep it PG. I'm on a roll right now. You know what I mean? I'm on the roll right now. So you gotta copy the link into your Google Chrome browser, and then follow the instructions. And you know what I mean? You'll be all right. Yeah, you don't use Safari and don't use straight up Google. You got to put it in your Chrome browser. You got to put it in your Google Chrome browser. But guys, go ahead. What y'all was saying? We're gonna give it a couple more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna wrap this thing on up.
we're gonna wrap. Yeah, I'm gonna just wrap it up with saying this, man. Stop being immature. Stop thinking that you're tougher than the system, and stop thinking that these ghetto baby mamas mean you well just because you're attracted to them. They got plenty. A lot of y'all confuse trauma bonding with attraction. A lot of y'all is getting women pregnant that you're not really attracted to them. You're drawn to their dysfunction. And we talk about the black community because we're in the black community. We're just showing how sensitive black people are. Black folks hate being held accountable. But I'm gonna just say this: a lot of y'all are not gonna stop until you're sitting in jail or even prison with bad charges. A lot of y'all not gonna stop until you find out the hard way you're not Iron Chest Charlie. You're not that tough. So again, I don't mind talking to anybody about this, but I'm gonna just say this though. You reap what you sow, and you have been warned, because the information is out there. The information is out there. Well, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, when you're dealing with somebody and you're dealing with an abuser, it's never a good thing. Know when to get in and know when to leave, and hold yourself of higher worth and hold others accountable whenever they cross you, especially when it comes down to somebody putting their hands on you, because if they put their hands on you, they don't excuse my language, they don't freaking respect you. Have some respect for yourself, and more or less Have some respect for your family and the name that you carry, because you don't want to be that person that didn't respect yourself and didn't hold respect on your family's name. Furthermore, didn't hold respect for the relationship. Since they crossed that, there is no more relationship. So then at that point, you could do whatever you need to do to get out of there, move on, and most of all, do not look back. Go forward. And that's it. Now yield.
Now, Cedric, I sat there and I was dead neutral, and I let y'all and the guys chop it up. Now, right here, this line right here gonna get you in trouble, sir. This line right here gonna get you in trouble, because I know psychology. You can't put no filter on what I'm about to say. It's gonna pierce your heart. Now I know why a man that been in a relationship for 15 years with a female will be shopping on the internet for dating and relationship advice, because I know my channel and I know what niche my channel is in. And YouTube algorithms is very smart. YouTube ain't gonna serve you no content like mine unless you be in here shopping for content like mine, sir. So you tired of that raggedy coochie, right? You tired of hitting that same old raggedy coochie, or is she giving you the indifferent treatment? Y'all still sleep in the same bed, sir? Because I could talk about it on all levels, sir. You know me. I'm the big homie, Mr. Goodbread, sir. Young man, God sent you to this channel tonight not to be a knucklehead. God sent people in your life for you to learn sometimes, to learn from them. This channel popped up and you stayed all of this time. You spent all this time with us for a real reason. Now, it's going to cost you more to hear this good information twice, sir. It's going to cost you more to hear this good information twice. That's all I'm going to tell you. So you could be hard-headed. You could leave your know-it-all cap on, or you could come on and be real now. This ain't a competition. The dudes that's in this chat, they already won their race. Remember, your chip ain't our chip. You know what I mean? Your chip ain't our chip. All we here to do is tell you some information now. That's all we here. Same way we helped Polo. Same way we gave some advice to Polo. Is he going to be able to use everything we said? No, because we all different and we all got our own journey and our own path and our own story. But is he going to be able to use majority of the shit we said? Hell yeah. You take the good and you throw away the bones. You don't have to get jealous and start trying to throw out your accomplishments, because all that is your self-esteem. You let us know you got low self-esteem, bro. And you don't need our validation, because we don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Bro, we don't give a fuck what you got. Nigga, I don't care if your mama and your daddy was together for 40 years, bro. That shit mean nothing to me. I'm here to do God work, bro. Understand that.
And Cedric, you sound crazy now. You just said just now your baby mamas are both crazy and they tend to call the police on you. But now you're in a 15-year relationship with them. That means
that's niggas talking out their butt. That's what I mean. Niggas be talking out their neck. When you can't control your emotions, you can't manage what you say out your mouth. So you always gonna be lying and eating crab legs. Now, for your information, sir, you played Let's Pretend with your modern woman for 15 years. That has nothing on me, sir. I found the virtuous woman, and I trump your 15 and give you 21, sir. So you ain't saying nothing but a word. And my 21 been more healthy than toxic, sir. Like I said, you are shopping on the internet, on YouTube, for dating and relationship advice. You trying to be a player. You trying to be a player, right? He trying to be a player. Yo, we gonna get on out of here in one mic, bro. We gotta get out of here. I could be here all night playing with these dummies with the know-it-all helmet. But for your information, bro, the chopper and the car is rented, but that last scene ain't nothing rented about the last scene, chump. Yo, BT, well, you got anything else you want to add before we get on out of here?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. To everybody, stay on the Good Bread channel. More good content to come. Stay tuned. Lock in. We out.
Lock in. Lock in, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Harlem, New York, put your cigarettes out and pull your panties out. Put your hands together. Mr. Goodbread. You ain't shit, no.